Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be sharing a little day in the life with you and give you some life updates. If you're new here, my name's Nicholsen. I love to share all things homemaking, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay, let's jump into this beautiful day together. My morning routine typically starts around 6 a.m. and there's nothing I love more than seeing Pepe and Henry play with each other. Since they both came into our life at very young ages, they are best friends. After I get my coffee, I like to sit down. This is where my husband and I always debrief on our days ahead, if not big changes like events or travel. And then I like to do a little bit of self-care before I get ready for the day. And for me, I've always used the app Headspace. Headspace is an app that helps prioritize your mindfulness and self-care using meditation. They have great podcasts. I like that I can start my day nice and calm. It allows me space to get a little bit de-stressed before the day becomes stressful. Now, for me, the new year is a great time to start new routines. So if you are looking to add some self-care into your schedule, I highly recommend Headspace. Just 10 days of Headspace is proven to decrease stress and increase happiness. I will tell you, as I go through my day as a busy mom of 4 that works full-time, this app has helped me be able to take on the day and not feel like I'm in fight or flight, which happens to be kind of my go-to on most days. And honestly, as a busy parent, I don't always prioritize my mental health as much as I prioritize my family's. So Headspace has allowed me every morning to just start the day calm. It also has a midday kind of pick me up, and then it has an evening slow down into bedtime, which has been one of my favorite things. Oftentimes when I get home from work, I like to listen to just a midday reset, which really helps me to get into the night, which is cooking dinner, homework, all of those things that can honestly, since we don't go to school all day with our kids, we have no idea what they're bringing home, and oftentimes it can be really overwhelming. So Headspace has allowed me to take 3 points of my day and really invest in my mental health, getting grounded, getting clarity, and just overall feeling better. I will promise you, I have never used the Headspace app and not felt better. If you need 3 minutes, if you need 5 minutes, if you need a half an hour, Headspace has something for you. It has been proven that just 10 days of Headspace helps decrease stress and increase happiness, and who doesn't want more of that? So if you want to join me and have more happiness and less stress, use the link in the description box, or you can scan the QR code and you get 60 days for free on the Headspace app, where you can see how Headspace might be the right perfect fit for you this year. It's important to me to have this time because before I look at my planner, this really helps get my mindset nice and calm. I will say my days are rather packed, especially since going back to work, which was a bit of a transition in that I kind of planned out this year without having some day-to-day responsibilities. So it's been really important for me specifically to actually go through every single morning and pack in things like what I need to do for the kids, our household, my job, the meetings I have, YouTube, all kinds of things, and not to mention a little bit of downtime, fun with friends, and or going out with my husband or things like that. So for me to start the day with a nice calm 20 minutes of whether meditation or just some calm and quiet time has been really, really helpful, because the minute I sit down and look at my to-do list, I oftentimes get very overwhelmed. Once I'm done with checking my schedule, I like to check all of my emails, get most of my responses out, so by the time the kids are in school and I've had a moment to get ready, all of those folks have gotten back to me. It kind of keeps me ahead of schedule for the day. I always have AG1 in the morning. I share this all the time. If you don't already take AG1, please pause this, go to the links down below and try AG1. It is so important for you to put your health first, and AG1 is great for that. It's got all of your vitamins, prebiotics, probiotics, all of it into one drink. I like to add a little electrolyte to mine. Tastes delicious. Great way to start your day. Gives me lots of energy and makes me feel amazing. But once we're done with that, I need to go get ready. So this particular day, I've got a couple meetings where I'm working. So it's consulting, which means I don't have to sit at a desk every single day. But there are some very, very distinct measurable things that I have to do. So I like to get ready, go do those things in the morning. We're going to check the garden, and then I'm going to come home later in the day. We're going to do a little cooking and gardening and all kinds of things, but not before we give Pepe some lovies because he's just such a happy boy. The weather here in Napa Valley has been all over the place. We've had some very warm days, and today particularly it was very cold, so I wanted to bundle up. But first, let's head out to the garden and take a look at how things are out there. Okay, so the other day I came out here and majority of this was still here, but now the chickens have just absolutely uprooted everything. I love how they just throw it around. And all of the lettuce over here was fine and happy and is now not. Luckily, they haven't really done too much damage here, but look how happy these are. See, I told you guys, I'm pretty sure the dill wasn't going to make it, but today we are going to replant this. And hi, Enzo. It's cold out. Oh, Henry. Oh my God, Blanca. How did Blanca get out? I might as well let them out. What does it matter at this point? Hi, guys. Salty. That's Mama's baby. Henry. I love you, Henry. Hi, baby. You want to get down? Hi, Bubba. You want to get down? You want to stay up there and play? Say good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Pop. Good morning, Blanca. Come on, girls. Anywho, so we're going to just replant this, okay? I'm not going to get too sad about it. So the one thing I was going to do is just grab these so I kind of have an idea of what I was planting in here. I'm not going to do the broccolini. These onions actually might be salvageable. I don't need that. But like my peas, they just nibbled it all off. My fault. And I guess they don't like celery. So we're actually okay on the celery, and these carrots actually might be okay. We're just going to replant them a little bit later today. And then we have one lone survivor here, so we'll plant those today. Oh, and they got those too. And so what are we going to do with the boom booms? We can't go in there. There's nothing in there for you. What do you want to see? Just want to take a look? Okay, you can go in there. That's fine. All right, I'm excited. Let's go to the garden center. Henry, you want me to get you? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, it's just a baby. It's just a baby boy. Hi. Don't torture my chickens, okay? Blanca! Oh, here they are eating cat food. What are you doing, girls? You having some cat food? Look at these two are like, that's not yours. It's okay. Hi, Pump. All right, let's go to the store. Want to come inside, Henry? Henry! Since all of the items I needed to protect the garden came, again, they came late, which is why we thought they were coming the day we planted the garden, and then they did not show up. So I live and I learn. I know that it's such a trigger to you guys when the chickens get into our garden, and I get it. But I think when you have 4 kids and like 9 pets, you kind of just let things go. As much as I wish that that didn't happen, it did. And so, you know, you live and you learn. But now we have all kinds of things to keep the chickens out of here. The garden is thriving. Everything is doing well. I will link all of these items down below, not to mention the new beds that we ordered that won't be here for another couple months. But we will be transitioning this garden bed out because it is really, really old. But so we're going to build these greenhouses. These were actually, regardless of needing them to protect them from the chickens, I seem to be helping me grow my garden even better than I have in the past. So very excited about that. And then I also have these little kind of just another little barrier wall for these, just in case some of the side parts. If you guys see Blanca and all the chickens are already out here, I just love them so much. I know it really bothers you guys that I'm not more stern about the pets and having them in the garden, but unfortunately, it's just not my personality. I love the animals, and I'm glad they got to feast on all of this. I will also say that this weekend I went ahead and separated all the onions. So thank you so much for letting me know. I don't think it'd be the end of the world if we kind of had those smaller onions in clusters, but I certainly do want some big bulb ones. So we went ahead and separated those. I just wish I had more garden space, which eventually when we get the new beds in here, I will be able to use most of this space, where right now I'm kind of limited to these 2 beds. And then the stand-up beds where I keep the herbs, they're just not deep enough to really plant anything, which I learned with my tomatoes because like nothing grew there. So we're just going to keep working away at this garden. We're going to get it nice and safe for the chickens so they don't feast in here. And I think it's going to be a great growing season. As we head into the end of January, I have to tell you, my word for 2025 is to learn. And I feel like I have learned a lot thus far. And probably one of the biggest lessons of the garden has just been understanding like succession planning and co-planning and all these types of things. And I've been using this website called Craftsy, and it has really, they're like videos. So instead of watching YouTube videos, I really like this platform because A, it's really inexpensive, and B, it really is like sitting in a classroom and learning stuff. I also took a floral arrangement class, which I thought would be really fun to do. So I will show in another video coming up soon a floral arrangement I did from that class. But I have been trying to learn as much as I can about gardening, and putting this greenhouse up definitely needed to happen. Now, spring 2025, like this year, we will definitely be putting in some more permanent measures to protect the garden from the chickens, but it requires us to move the door to the other side of the property. And it's not a huge task, but it is a little bit of work. And because my husband's been traveling for work, we haven't really had time to do it, but it is on our spring break to-do list to get it done before we do our major planting in May. At that point, this area will also get a door so the chickens won't come over here, and I won't need the greenhouse unless obviously it does well for us from frost. We will get a little frost here around May, so we'll continue to use those. But as of right now, everything is fine. The chickens have stayed out of here. We're planting things like carrots, fennel, celery, kale, beets, and a little bit of rainbow Swiss chard, which I really like. I don't think this is probably not my summer garden is my favorite with tomatoes and peppers, but I am very excited to see if I can just grow anything at all. And this, again, has been a great year of learning so far as we have gotten through the first month of 2025. Since I noticed that the cilantro and the parsley were doing so well in this little winter herb garden I have here, I decided to plant 2 more when I went to the nursery to get obviously replant this garden, which again wasn't actually that expensive. I was quite surprised. It was about $100 for everything I have in this garden, which when you think about how much it would cost to actually go purchase most of this stuff from the grocery store, I thought, and it will come back. So I don't know how often these things will repropagate. So that's kind of why I've been taking those Craftsly classes, because I'm trying to learn how to continue to have things all year long. It's been, if you're new here, this is my 2nd year gardening. No, this will be my 3rd summer garden here. So I don't totally know a whole lot about gardening. I'm learning year after year, most of which is just by doing, but I'm also trying to learn from not only you guys here, but also classes and things like that, so that someday I'll be able to teach my children and grandchildren how to have a beautiful garden. Okay guys, we are officially done with Garden 2025 2.0. Pump, we saved one of these little dirt baths. Hi Pump! I'm so happy. Such a happy chickaboo. So these are really easy. I can even unzip in here if we want to do some watering. Makes it really easy. We're gonna see if this works. And then on the outside, we've got some of those that they already chopped on. Ate. That we're gonna see if they come back, and then carrots. And on this side, I ran out of the caging, so we're gonna go with this. We've got kale, fennel, carrots, beets, and then on this side we have cauliflower. We have 6 of those. On this side we have yellow onions, red onions. We have some Swiss chard, we have some celery, and we have some different kinds of carrots. I have rainbow carrots and then just regular carrots. It is warm in there, which is fantastic. And over here we have some little gem romaine and some butter leaf lettuce. We have parsley, rosemary, leeks, dill, thyme, cilantro over here. So let's see if this helps. And we have Pepe. He's doing all better today. Huh. Yeah. All right, guys. Can't wait to show you when we get to start harvesting. Thank you so much for joining me with a little day in the life. I am so excited to be sharing our garden with you all season long. So if you want to join us, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Bye.